And of course, Apple just unveiled its latest iPhones, and many Chinese are getting their wallets ready. But outside of hardware, Apple's revenue growth is becoming a concern. Let's take a look.
Another year, another product launch. Many analysts say while the new iPhones disappoint in innovation, they will still win over many hearts and wallets from Chinese consumers.
China represents roughly 17% of the revenue to Apple as a whole.
That revenue not only comes from the sales of hardware, service fee is growing too. The Greater China region is now the biggest market for the App Store, the iPhone software marketplace. By August, Apple service users in China have grown 12% to 185 million people. Apple executives credit the growth to the firm's decision to allow China's Alipay as a payment channel for the App Store. At the end of August, Apple also gave a green light to WeChat payment. When it comes to mobile payment in China, Tencent's WeChat Pay and Alibaba's Alipay dominates 90% of the sector. It was an unexpected move by Apple, as it had been in a spat with Tencent. Tencent shut down its user tipping function on its WeChat platform because Apple accused the popular app of bypassing the phone's own payment mechanism. Though it seems the latest green light is a move to ease tension, the competition over payment is far from over.
Apple needs to think about how they work with companies like Tencent to create a win-win for both consumers and themselves. Otherwise, whoever wants consumers to make a tough choice is going to be disliked by consumers.
Apple Pay only accounts for 1% of the mobile payment market in China, and it is finding it harder to catch up. It is facing challenges from the hardware sphere too. Chinese phone maker Huawei has already surpassed Apple to become the #2 biggest phone maker in the world. With Android phones getting more powerful, it is getting easier for phone users to switch phones. This gives cross-platform developer Tencent more bargaining power. Apple is trying to catch up this year. It launched its first subsidy campaign after more than a year's presence in China.
There might be a chance, but for now, it's harder and harder for companies like Apple Pay to gain momentum, because you need consumer to buy in, you also need a merchant to buy in this.
Sales of the iPhone had been slipping in China. That makes catching up in other services all the more important for Apple. Yang Chengxi, CGTN, Shanghai.